All right, let's jump right in. We're going to talk about something that is on basically every marketer's mind right now. And that's this idea of moving from that kind of chaotic, almost panicked way we're all using AI and into a real structured system that actually delivers predictable marketing growth. It's time to get out of survival mode and start thinking about scale.
So let me ask you, does this sound at all familiar? You're using the AI tools, you're generating content, you're writing copy, you're maybe even creating images with it, but you're still completely swamped. The results feel kind of random and inconsistent. And if you're being honest, you're not really sure if you're moving forward or just spinning your wheels, but like way faster.
If that hit home, you are definitely not alone. I've heard this exact same thing over and over again from founders, from creators, from whole marketing teams. There's this shared feeling that, yeah, we're past the initial, oh my gosh, AI phase, but growth still feels messy and unpredictable. We have the tools, but some crucial piece of the puzzle is missing. And that brings us to what I call the AI productivity trap. See, the problem isn't about if you're using AI. Let's be real, most of us are at this point. The real problem, the one that's holding so many teams back, is the complete absence of a system to guide all of that powerful work. This really boils it all down, doesn't it? Just having AI tools doesn't equal growth. It's the system, the framework that you plug those tools into that actually creates sustainable, repeatable growth. So when all your efforts feel scattered and your results are a total crapshoot, the problem isn't your team and it's not your tools. It's that missing foundation, a real marketing system. And this is where things get a little dangerous. Because when you add the incredible speed of AI to an already chaotic process, you don't magically get a streamlined operation. You just get faster chaos. You're producing more stuff, sure, but without direction, it's just more noise. So, here is the big reframe we all need to make. Think of it this way. AI gives you the rocket fuel, unbelievable speed, but Agile gives you the launch tower, the essential structure. Because speed without structure doesn't scale, it just burns out on the launch pad. So what does this faster chaos actually look like in the real world? Well, it looks like this. You've got content scattered absolutely everywhere. You're trying to be active on a dozen different channels, but you're not really winning on any of them. You're running constant little experiments with no clear takeaways. And the result of all that? Totally unpredictable outcomes. You're using AI as a productivity hack, not as part of a system. So how do we fix this? Well, the solution is to bring in that structure we've been talking about, using the principles of agile marketing. And hey, don't let that name scare you. It is so much simpler than all the jargon makes it sound. At its heart, agile is just a way of thinking that breaks down huge projects into short, focused cycles. In fact, we can boil this whole thing down to just 3 things. Seriously, forget about complex charts and weird terminology for a minute. The core of agile marketing is just about creating a weekly rhythm around answering 3 simple but incredibly powerful questions. And here they are. First, what matters most right now? This forces you to be absolutely ruthless with prioritization. Second, and this one is a total game changer, what are we finishing? Not starting, finishing. This shifts your focus from just being busy to actually delivering value. And third, how will we know it worked? This builds learning right into your process from the start. And the impact of asking these questions week in and week out is just profound. Before, with only AI, you were great at starting things. Now, you actually finish them. You move away from that accidental growth that you can't explain or repeat, and you move toward intentional growth, the kind you can understand, replicate, and scale. Okay, so hopefully you're on board with the why. Now, let's get to the how. Let's walk through a really straightforward 4-step playbook for putting this agile and AI system into action. Here's the system. Step 1, plan small. You work in short cycles. They're often called sprints with crystal clear goals. So instead of a fuzzy goal like improve social media, a sprint goal would be publish 3 video case studies that drive 10 demo requests. See the difference? Step 2, create smart. This is where you bring in the AI. Use it to draft scripts, to generate video outlines, but, and this is critical, a human is always in charge, refining it for quality, for strategy, and for brand voice. Step 3, limit your work in progress. This one sounds counterintuitive, I know, but by focusing only on those 3 videos, instead of also starting a blog post and an email campaign, you actually improve your quality and your speed. And finally, step 4, review and adapt. At the end of the sprint, you ask, did the videos work? Did we get those demo requests? What did we learn? And maybe most importantly, what should we stop doing? Finally, let's talk about the single most important principle that guides this entire system. And that's learning to tell the difference between actual growth and just noise.
This is all about making sure your new efficiency creates real value, not just more clutter. There's a fantastic principle in the agile world that says speed without reflection creates debt. And that debt shows up in a lot of ways. A diluted brand message, low quality content that actually hurts your reputation, or just wasted effort on things that don't matter. Reflection isn't a luxury. It's a core part of making speed sustainable. So, as you use these incredibly powerful AI tools, you have to build in a constant human check, a little sanity check. And the most important question you can ask before you hit publish is simply, does this sound like us? Does it reflect our brand's voice, our values, our expertise? In a world of AI, your authenticity is your ultimate advantage. And that really leaves us with this final question to guide all of your work. As you speed up, as you create more and more, are you truly adding value for your audience, or are you just contributing to the noise? The answer to that question will determine whether you actually scale or just get stuck in faster and faster chaos.